I want to share with you what my process was like as I went through getting off alcohol, as I'm entering into my 6th month of sobriety and have never felt better. First of all, there's a big difference between somebody that drinks but isn't drinking and somebody who is a non-drinker. And for several months, I struggled with being a drinker that was trying to not drink, where I was trying to power through it. I was trying to convince myself, submit myself to higher power, all those things. And every time it was a failure. I don't believe you can just power through getting off alcohol. It wasn't until I embraced this idea of really changing my relationship with alcohol, how I thought of myself and alcohol. And so it was when I was able to sort of redefine what alcohol was to me, whereas before it was associated with so many good times, and I lamented the idea of going through life and not having all of those good times. And I had to reframe and see that all the bad, the negative that was associated with alcohol, and really realize that that wasn't all true. And once I was able to redefine that and turn myself from a person that wasn't drinking to a person that was a non-drinker. So when I decided I was a non-drinker, things really shifted for me. And I've been a non-drinker ever since. And I don't feel the inclination to drink. And it's not like I'm having to power through it anymore. And so to me, the key was much more important how I ended up framing it in my mind. And it was not an easy task, but to me, that's really worth striving for. I don't believe you can power through it. The second thing I want to alert people to is, at least for me, after I got off alcohol, I realized that I was just starting, because there was a whole layer underneath that I was using alcohol to medicate a whole issue of depression. And that was almost a bigger challenge than the alcohol. And so that was a whole nother task. So there's work ahead. That's why I created my Get Happiness program. My Get Happiness plan is a process that I created based on my own experience, and then based on everything I learned about my experience from professionals afterward, and put it into a program that makes it very fill in the blank, easy to follow, create your purpose, and change the way you feel. So you move from getting off alcohol to getting off whatever it was that you were using alcohol to medicate, to getting to where you wake up in the morning with purpose and you're excited, and you are now into your next phase of your life. So visit my website, download my free guides. Thank you.